And there we are. Morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock and it's time for my live stream with Arkham Horror Living card game for you. Just get this up and going. Catching up last time, we crashed and burned terribly in the theater with William. He just he got backstage and he did get himself killed by a poltergeist back there, or not killed, but he went insane. So we're gonna be starting off with a mental one hit already, so we have one horror, kind of starting with 5 sanity. I have purchased myself some track shoes with the 1 experience we did get, so maybe we will get some more agility and hopefully that will help us. That means I did toss a leather coat from the deck. Again, this is the starter deck that came out of the box, so it's kind of an experiment for me, just trying the deck as it is and playing along with it. Also, we did get the where is it? The Stranger, what was it called? Where is it? No, not that. Here we are, the Man in the Pallid Mask. That is in our deck, so let's hope we don't see him coming out. We're gonna be playing the scenario 2, The Last King. If anyone has the answers to the question that burn in your mind, it's the cast and crew of The King in Yellow, with no other leads to pursue you, you put on your best clothes and head to 1452 Atlantic Avenue, where a woman named Constance Dumaine is hosting an event in celebration of the play's one-night engagement in Arkham. Yay! So we have done as such. We have placed the cards and such, and we're gonna be putting all 6 locations into play: foyer, courtyard, living room, ballroom, dining room, and gallery. And yes, they are on the place. Shuffle the 5 bystander assets depicted here: Constance Dumaine, Jordan Perry, Ishimaru Haruku, and Sebastian Moreau and Ashley Clark, and randomly place 1 in each location except for the foyer. Place 1 clue on each of these assets plus 1 additional clue per investigators. And there's a note: these cards are double-sided and have story cards on their other side. For the best experience, do not look at the other side unless an effect instructs you to do so. Now, as you maybe know, Arkham Horror Living card game do have spoilers. So if you haven't played the Path to Carcossa yourself and you don't want any spoilers, you should just switch off and read the newspaper or something, because there will be spoilers, and some cards you may see and some things will be read, but the game is packed with stuff that you can use again and again, and I myself haven't seen everything yet, and I have owned the game for years. Got myself a nice cup of coffee, hope you have too, because here we go. I'm gonna shuffle 5 bystander assets. They are here. How shall we do that? Let's grab components. Let's get some tools and a bag. Put that down here. Let's put the 5 bystanders here. Let's shuffle it. And the first bystander will be going here into the dining room then. Let's see, all rooms except the foyer, wasn't it? Yeah, and she will have a clue No, not that. A clue. And another clue, since I am one player. So she's in the dining room. Now for the ballroom, we do have, oh, of course, I need to put them one at a time into the bag. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. Now I shuffle and I pull Ashley Clark into the dining room. Here we are. She's nice. She's a talented entertainer. For the ballroom, we do have Constance Dumain, a lively, swingy woman. Let's put her 2 clues on her, and let's bring the bag over here. Where's the foyer? It's down here. So we're gonna be drawing for the courtyard, and we're gonna have Jordan Perry, a dignified financier, in the courtyard. We're gonna have Sebastian Moreau in the gallery, and lastly we're gonna have Ishimaru Haruko in the living room. Thank you. Anything else? Set the Diane Divine enemy aside. Out of play. I guess she is here. Yes, she is there. Place the 5 sickening reality story cards underneath the scenario reference card. They are here. Yoink. And yoink. I'm going to be placing them here. Also, there's a note. These cards are double-sided, and have encounter cards on their other side for the best experience. Do not look at the other side unless an effect instructs you to do so. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck, and I have done so. Let's shuffle that. Let's shuffle ourselves, and William starts in the foyer. Yeah, cool. So let's be reading the agenda fashionably late. As you pull up to the manor, you notice that something is wrong. A trail of blood leads up the porch steps, and the front door is smashed. Muted music comes from within the house, its warped and discordant notes painfully to your ears. Has the madness of the King in Yellow already made its way here? Yeah, it looks like a party. And discovering the truth, this isn't a party, it's a madhouse. But for some reason the guests are too deluded to notice. Very few of them are sane, and many are themselves horrors to your eye. Perhaps you can talk them to learn more about the King in Yellow. And as a force, when an investigator is eliminated by defeat or resignation, place each of that investigator's clues on this act instead of placing them at his or her location. Okay. And find as many clues as you can, then get out of this awful place. Wow. And of course 3 is the doom threshold for the agenda, and obviously we are just trying to sweep up as many clues as we can before getting out of here. Wow. This is cool. Of course, we do have our chaos bag ready to go. And we are in the foyer. The entrance hall is lavishly decorated, displaying the wealth of the manor's owners while still creating a welcoming atmosphere. Shall I take your coat? The doorman asks as you enter. It takes a moment before you realize the doorman has only bloody stumps where he should have hands. Jesus. Okay. And here we are. We are in the foyer. There's a clue here, and we could resign. Having found valuable information about the production, you depart and plan your next move. If an undefeated investigator has resigned, proceed to if no resolution was reached in the campaign guide. Yes. So, shuffle up. Let's draw our first 5 cards. We do have flashlight. We do have bury them deep. That's task 80, William deck only. Fly after non-elite enemy at your location is defeated. Add that enemy and this card to the victory display. Gives me a victory 1. Resourceful, physical training, and knife. So I could play this after a non-elite enemy at your location is defeated and add that enemy and this card to the victory display. Okay, I will keep this. It's fun. Physical training could be cool to have. Resourceful. Not as much yet. Let's be putting that aside for now. Knife and flashlight and physical training. Yeah, let's hold off on the physical training. So 2 more cards and we get dig deep and a dodge. And there we go. If you're watching, if you have any suggestions, just put them in the chat window. I will see it and trying to apply your wishes as far as I can. Let's be doing what we can do and put out the flashlight. So 2 resources. The flashlight comes out with the resources on it. 3 supplies. And I will next action to get the dig deep out there. That's an asset which gives me the ability to spend the resource to get +1 agility and +1 will for a resource. It's a fast action, so that's great. Now let's spend a resource to use the flashlight to investigate in this foyer. I will lowering the shroud to 0. I have 2 intellect, so let's. Yep, it's a skull. It says reveal another token. If you fail, place 1 doom on a lunatic enemy in play. So it's a -3. That puts me to 0. I can't go below that, so I succeed because the shroud is 0. There we go. And the clue is gotten. Oh, so enemy phase, there are none. So we go into upkeep, get the resource and the card. And it's an emergency cache. Yes, that will come in handy. Doom on the agenda. And a card for me. Let's see. It's a young psychopath. 2 strength, 2 health, 3 agility, humanoid lunatic. And after young psychopath engages you, you must either take 1 horror or young psychopath gets +3 fight until the end of the investigator phase. Wow. Okay, let's take that horror. I don't want her to have 3 more fight. That's just horrible. She is engaged with us, and it's my go. Now, question is, if I should attempt to avoid this psychopath for now. Yeah, let's be trying to do that. We will try to wait, and we have 2 resources which we will dig deep to get ourselves 5 agility against her 3. And yeah, 5 versus 3. The bag says, holy, that's +2, and I can return a card from the discard pile. I don't have any there yet, but I do succeed. So she is exhausted. Wow, great start with an elder sign. Okay, now I will move, and I will move. Wow. Seems like they have, like Ishimaru here, it's an action. If you have 6 or more cards in your hand, I can try a parlay, test my will against 2 to question Haruka about the play. And if I succeed, take control of one of the clues on Ishimaru Haruko. And if there are no clues on her, I flip it and resolve the text. So that's how things works here. How is my intellect? It's 2. Can I? No, I have nothing to put into it. I can go for resources, but I will. Let's go into the ballroom. After you perform a parley action in the ballroom, gain 2 resources. That is not bad. So we are there. That's the second action. And let's be playing the emergency cash for 3 resources. And that is what I can do this turn. Enemy phase, we have the young psychopath exhausted, so we're going to upkeep. She will unexhaust, so we will get a resource and a card, and we get a machete. Yes, that will help us get rid of this psychopath, I guess. So checking hand size of 4, let's go to Mythos, Doom on the agenda, and another card. Corrosion. Discard item assets from play and or from your hand with a total printed resource cost of at least X, where X is the shroud value of your location. Okay, and the shroud on my location is 4. With a total printed resource cost of at least X, where X is the shroud value. Okay, so both my machete and my knife will be discarded then. Damn it. And this is done. Looks like we're gonna be fighting barehanded in this manner. It's no matter. I'm here for the clues, actually. So my goal, is she a hunter? No, so she will just be staying in the foyer. Let's be drawing a card. Survival instinct. What is Ashley Clark? That demands 2 actions just to listen to her. This is a test of 3 intellect. I have 2. No means to get my intellect up yet. So let's be moving into the dining room. The rancid smell of rotten food wafts under the dining room door, and you barely avoid losing your lunch. Ugh. Wow. As an action, heal 1 horror, then reveal a random token from the chaos bag. If a skull or tentacle symbol is revealed, take 1 horror and place on doom on the dining room. Wow. I will try to do that. I will heal 1 horror as an action, so doink, and I will reveal a -1, so I don't need to place a doom on the place where I am. Enemy phase, we do have the psychopath in the foyer, but that's not any to worry for us. So flipping up, and a resource and a card, and lucky. Going into the mythos phase, and this time we have 3, and that's the threshold. So we're gonna be flipping. If it isn't our final guest, the doorman announces. Miss Divine, your presence here has been long awaited. The woman wears a devilish dress and similar grin. You swear you've seen the symbol on her amulet before. Well, now the real party can begin, she declares, then heads off to mingle with the other partygoers. Find the bystander asset with the fewest clues on it. Spawn the set-aside Diane Divine enemy at that asset's location. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. So, find the bystander asset with the fewest clues on it. Well, they all have 2. So let's take a look at Diane Divine. She is aloof. Each investigator at Diane Divine's location cannot discover or take control of clues. At the beginning of the enemy phase, find the bystander asset with the fewest clues on it. Move Diane Divine to that asset's location if able. So she will be moving around, hindering me from getting clues. So let's be placing her here for so long. She will move into the courtyard with Jordan Perry. And I'm going to shuffle this into the... and that is that. Next is the terrifying truth. More and more this place continues to fall into madness, transforming before your very eyes. When this agenda would advance by reaching its doom threshold, instead remove all doom in play and randomly resolve 1 of the sickening reality cards underneath the scenario reference card. If there are no cards underneath the scenario, advance the agenda to B instead. Whoa. So there's those sickening realities underneath there I have to resolve. So where's the bag? Let's just do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna remember that. Keep the bag here. Whew. And yes, that was doom. Let's get a card, and it's Tough Crowd. Wow, it's a hazard. Put Tough Crowd into play next to the agenda deck. Let's do that. Put it here. Each investigator must spend 1 additional action to parlay. At the end of the round, discard Tough Crowd. Yeah, great stuff. Either way, it's my turn, and we are listening to the nice voice of Ashley Clark. She's a talented entertainer, and we're gonna use 2 actions to parlay, but I need to do 3. So to listen, I take control of 1 of the clues from her. So I have 2. That's all my actions done. So enemy phase. We have the young psychopath, and we do have Diane Divine. And at the beginning of the enemy phase, find the bystander asset with the fewest clues on it. Move Diane Divine to that asset's location, and she will be moving into here with Ashley Clark. She also will listen to. And now I cannot take control of the clues on Diane. And that is it for the enemy phase. Let's move to the upkeep and get a resource and a card. Okay. Let's be going into Mythos, a Doom. This is now discarded, and I get a card. It's Roach Swarm. X is the shroud value of Roach Swarm location, and it's 2. Wow, 2 fight. So there's roaches here. A mass of skittering roaches completely covers the floor, leaving a trail of sticky brown ooze in its wake. Eek. My go. Let's be trying. This 3 agility. So let's be trying to fight. I have 4 against 2. So 4 versus 2. The bag says skull. And reveal another token. If you fail, place 1 doom. And you're kidding me. -3. So I fail. There's a doom going on to the lunatic here. Isn't it? Yes. Damn it. Ah. I think I will be playing lucky. So +2. So I don't fail. So they will take a damage. And there will be no doom on the lunatic. I will do that again. 4 versus 2. Yeah, 4 versus 2. I can't, I don't have any. So 4 versus 2, the bag says -1, and the roaches are dead. That's great, because then I will play this Bury Them Deep. So this and Bury Them Deep goes to the display. Yoink. This is gone, by the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rewind. Rewind that. There we go. And let's delete that. There we go. Thank you. This is stuck now. Okay, put it back here. That's great. So we killed the roaches. Now, should we try to... Ooh, Sebastian Moreau. So let's try to move over to him. Moving down into the courtyard. It's a 5 shroud location. And after you enter the courtyard, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card is an enemy, draw it. So It's not an enemy, it's an ancient evil, so good things written. And enemy. She will move into the bystander with the fewest assets. It's still Ashley Clark, so she will be standing there and listening. And the psychopath is just wandering around in the foyer. And upkeep, the resource and the card. And it's a guard dog. Okay. We will go into Doom 2 on the terrifying truth, and not on ancient evils again. Oh yeah. So place a Doom on the agenda, and we will do that, forcing it to advance. So we're going to remove all Doom and resolve one of the sickening reality cards. So shuffle and pull a sickening reality. Mr. Perry takes another puff from his cigar and his eyes burn a deep red hue. As he exhales, his skin begins to crack and hardens into stone. Cigar smoke exudes from the fissure in his skin and the temperature in the room rises dramatically. He clenches his hand around the chair's armrest, which crumbles to ash in his awful grasp. Each investigator at Jordan Perry's location takes one horror. Are we? Yes, of course we are. Meh. So a horror just to watching that happen. Move each clue from Jordan Perry to his location. What? Yeah, okay. So they will all move into the location here. That's kind of good. Flip this card to its enemy side and switch it with the bystander assets version of Jordan Perry, removing that version from the game. Oh crap. Oh, look at that horrible thing in the couch. So this is removed from the game, and this is here. An imposing presence, monster lunatic elite. It's a hunter, and it is engaged with us. Whoosh. Look at that. 282. And he heals. This game is great, I tell you. Okay, that was the Doom. It was the Ancient Evils, of course. So you have this to heal with. Let's be evading for sure. He has 2, I have 3. I will evade and I will use, so let's see, I will pump it up 2, 3, 4, 5 against his 2, and I do have look what I found. Okay, let's see if that happens. 5 versus 2. Bag says 0, so this has been evaded. Whew. So, and it's a hunter. It's terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Okay. I will pay 3 for the guard dog. Just to have him out, and I will move into the gallery. After you end your turn at the gallery, test will against 2. If you fail, place one of your clues in the gallery. Some of the guests in the gallery are still interested in the art on display, even though some has vandalized all of the paintings and statues. Jesus, this is a crazy place. I will try to talk with Sebastian if I manage to do that. And yeah, that is it. Enemy phase. So she will be, is she still a bystander? No. So she is still listening to Ashley Clark and enjoying that. So we're gonna be upkeeping and flipping, getting a resource and a card. It's a knife, and this Jordan Perry imposing presence readies, and we go to Mythos, Doom, and a card. Ooze and Filth. Put Ooze and Filth into play next to your agenda deck. Blech. Each location gets +1 shroud. At the end of the round, discard Ooze and Filth. Investigation. I will try to parlay with Sebastian, and I will test my will, which is 3. I'll use 1 resource to get it up to 4. I will make it a 5 with the dodge. 5 versus 3, it's a -3. And I have no resources to play my fast. So no go. I do not manage that. Okay, let's draw a card. It's a lantern. And now he will move into our space. Of course he will. Okay, let's try again. 3 versus 3 then. The bag says skull. And it's a +1. Yes, 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 indeed. So one of the clues is gone from Sebastian Moreau. And my turn ends. I have to test will against 2. And I have 3, so let's hope I don't fail. I don't fail, so 2 versus 2 is okay. Now enemy phase. I will let her stay here listening to Ashley, because they are now both the same amount. Now this presence will move into the gallery, engage me, and he will hit me for 1 and 1. I will have the guard dog take 1, so he will suffer 1, and I will have to take a horror. Wow. What does she need? She needs 6 cards in hand. Okay. Yep. So upkeep. I will flip back. I get a resource and a card. And it's a graveyard ghouls, of course. So there's some ghouls in here as well. So I need to get rid of those in some means, and I have to evade this in some means. So yeah, here we go. 2 out of 3. Ooze and Filth is discarded. We get another card, and it's a Roach Swarm also in there, and they have an attack of 1. Wow. It's time to get Survival Instinct. I will try. Let's see. I will try to evade. I will evade the ghouls or the presence, I guess. Okay, let's see. Let's try the presence then. Let's try to avoid the presence, and I have 3, 4 agility, 5 with survival instincts versus 2. The bag says 0. Whew. So if this skill test is successful during an evasion attempt, the evading investigator may immediately disengage from each other enemy engaged with him or her, and may move to a connecting location. Yes, thank you, I will do that. So this is evaded, and these guys are disengaged. It's a difference, I reckon, from disengaging and evading, so they won't be tapped in the same way as the Jordan Perry presence is. So yeah, and I will be moving to let's move into the courtyard. Yes, good. There's a shroud of 5 in the courtyard. So lowering with the flashlight will make it wow. Make it a 3. Let's try that. I will lower the shroud to a 3. And no, I don't have any resources to do that. Whoa. Okay. I had used 1. Okay. I think I will move again into the ballroom. Yeah. And in the ballroom, I will attempt a parley action against Constance Domain. I will test investigation against 3. I do have 2. So let's be adding these. So it's 3, 4, 5 against her 3. Bag says skull again. And it's a elder sign. Yes! That's great. If this test is successful, return 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. I will do that. I'll just get the clue. And I think I will take the survival instinct. I can search actually. These are also there. Let's look what I found, and it's a lantern, dodge, an enemy emergency cache. Maybe that's better. Yeah, let's take the emergency cache and get some resources. That's just crazy good. That was the last action. It's a parley action, and after I perform parley action, I gain 2 resources. So that's great. Enemy. Now she will be standing there listening to Ashley. Maybe not. No, I will move her now to Sebastian Moreau. This is not a hunter, this is a hunter, so he will be moving here. Yeah. he is exhausted. Great. Upkeep. I get the resource and a card. There's a track shoes. Nice. Yeah, I can use the track shoes to avoid enemies. This readies. And there we go. Mythos. And yet again, we have a sickening reality happening. Encore, encore, the crowd shouts as Ashley finishes her final song of the night. Deciding to stay for one last number, she nods to the pianist. The song that follows is excruciating. Her once beautiful voice is now a wailing screech with unnatural pitch. Her skin has tightened hideously around her bones, and insects begin to eat their way out of her arms and shoulders, crawling over her body. The crowd is loving this final performance. Jesus. Each investigator at Ashley Clark's location takes one horror. Well, I'm not there. Move each clue from Ashley Clark to her location. Yoink. And flip this card to its enemy side and switch it with the bystander asset version. Yes, so this is Ashley now. Lo and behold, she has got thin by the years. So, songs that the Hydes shall sing, where flap the tatters of the king, must die unheard in dim Carcossa. So there you go. She's a 2/5/4. She's the songs die unheard. Hunter. Each investigator at Ashley Clark's location does not draw cards during the upkeep phase. I feel like it's starting to draw into the phase where I get the hell out of here. So we are drawing cards, and it is Dance of the Yellow King. If there are no lunatic enemies in play, Dance of the Yellow King gains surge. Otherwise, test will against 3. If you fail, the nearest lunatic enemy readies moves one location at a time until it reaches your location, engages you, and makes an immediate attack. Okay, I have 3, and I can make it 3, 4, 5, 6 actually. 6 against 3, the bag says -1, so no lunatic moves towards me. Good. Now, we are... She needs 3. So let's be playing the cash. Get 3 resources there. Should we just get out of here? Resign. I have 4 clues. I think that's the best I can manage in this playthrough, because the monsters are really racking up here. I have not got 6 cards in hands. I have these ghouls. I wish I could try at least one more time against Constance Domain, but it doesn't seem to be able to do that. So I will be moving into the foyer. She engages me and I resign. Having found valuable information about the production, you depart and plan your next move. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, proceed if no resolution was reached. So there we go. I run away. If no resolution was reached and at least one investigator resigned, go to resolution 1. The brisk autumn air embraces you as you exit the manor. There is no doubt in your mind that the cast and crew of the King in Yellow have become affected by madness. Perhaps it's getting to you as well. You feel an encroaching darkness, a presence in your mind not unlike the gaze of the stranger. Startled, you peer about the front yard for the first time since escaping the manor. The scene is different. The front windows are not smashed as they were when you first approached. The trail of blood you had noticed on the porch has been wiped clean, and instead of the disturbingly warped music you had heard upon entering, the soothing tones of slow jazz drifts out from the courtyard. Wow. In your campaign log under VIPs interviewed, record the names of each character you interviewed. Well, I haven't interviewed any because I think that's on the back of them. So that's how that is. In your campaign log under VIP slain, record the names of each unique lunatic enemy in the victory display. I don't have any. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. And that is 1, because I have the Bury Them Deep, which goes back to my yoinkity boink down there. And this will go here. Let's be adding 1. Man, I'm doing bad. For every 2 clues that were on the act deck when the game ended, choose an investigator to earn 1 additional experience point. Oh, was there supposed to be here? When an investigator is eliminated by defeat or resignation. Okay, so my 4 clues was supposed to be here then, because I resigned. Okay. For every 2 clues, so I get 1 additional. So 2 more experience then. So I have 1, 2, 3 experience to use on a card or such for William Yorick. Proceed to interlude 1, Lunacy's Reward. The investigator must decide, choose 1. Things seem to have calmed down. Perhaps we should go back inside and investigate further. Proceed to Lunacy's Reward 1. I don't trust this place one bit. Let's block the door and get the hell out of here. Lunacy Reward 2. If these people are allowed to live, the horrors will only repeat themselves. We have to put an end to this. We have to kill them. I don't trust the place one bit. Let's block the door and get the hell out of there. So we're gonna go to Lunacy Reward 2. You can't trust your senses. This is all a trick, an attempt to lure you back inside. You're no safer now than you were before. Swallowing your fear, you set to work barricading the front door of the manor, using several of the heavy stone benches lining the cobblestone path in the front yard. You hope it's enough, but you aren't willing to stick around to find out. As soon as you're done, you head back to your vehicle and drive towards South Side, where you hope to find answers. That door isn't going to stop them. In your campaign log, record that you fled the dinner party. The dinner party. So let's see. You fled the dinner party. And remove all cultist broken tablet and the elder sign tokens from the bag. Then add 2 broken tablet tokens to the chaos bag. So let's see. Where's the bag? There you are. Let's search. We're gonna remove all. There are none. I'm gonna add 2 broken tablet tokens then. Okay. Boink, boink. Add 1. Let's copy There we go. Thank you. These go into the chaos bag. And the story continues in scenario 3, Echoes of the Past. There we go. Come here, William. And that is the resolution of scenario 2. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. That was a scary, scary place to be. That I will tell you for sure. We did see, oh, this damage should have been healed. We did see some of those terrible sickening reality monsters. That was also pretty scary. And as you can see, there's a lot of things to still be experienced and be showed. So although there are some spoilers, I will not remember it next time. I will put it out and play it. So I hope I haven't spoiled anything for you. And that is it. Yeah, okay, I put them there. Yeah. So flipping this over, I will recall everything for the last king. And that is it. I have 3 experience to be spending on some new cards for William, maybe upgrading something. So far, I feel we are struggling a bit, but at least I managed to not die terribly because I wasn't able to evade this time. I was, so that helped somewhat on my confidence. Yes, that is it for today. I will be playing the Echoes of the Past scenario over the weekend, I guess. So join me then. There will be a time scheduled for that in my channel for those of you that follows, to make sure that you will catch that. Make sure that you follow me along the way and press the subscribe button. That's important if you want to see my videos coming up. Until then, thank you for watching and thank you for following, and stay safe out there. Be seeing you. Bye.